welcome to Mystics MMOs. I'm your host, Mystic Raven. Okay, I have an hour to see what I can get in during the time. Don't know what I'll get in, but, you know, I have an hour. So sometimes in life, you know, we got a lot of things on our plates, you know, whatever have you. What can you get done? What can you do? So we're going to see what we can get in an hour. I need to get some marks. I got to get some stuff done. We'll queue up a bunch of stuff. Roll the dice and see what we get. Sometimes you got to just make the most out of the little amount of time that you got. It's just, you know, hit and miss, hit and miss. Even queue up some lower level stuff. Alright, now 4-player content. Gotta work on some progression stuff. I just did that today. Trying to get a couple of these things done too. All right. War crimes. Typically war crimes, everybody queues war crimes, but whatever I can do, I'll get some marks, get some styles out of the way if I can. Let's see. War bonds 43. I mean, I got to get style anyways. I'm still trying to get I want to say, is it the Ultra Bucks I need? So I want to say I'm needing Ultra Bucks for progression, some progression gear anyways.
This is Amanda Waller. The Suicide Squad is now in control of the
We got a tank, we got a healer.
Sending in members of Task Force X to assist you. I don't want to hear any complaints. You will cooperate with them.
While I heartily applaud my past ambition, the benefit of time and hindsight allows me to know that nothing good will come of this course of action. Stop my former troops from sending any modern technology back to the past. Feel free to take what you want for yourself.
Nothing good will come of this? Well, that is an understatement for the ages. All of time and space could collapse in on itself. You know what? Never mind. Let's just get this done. And don't steal anything.
Stay out of my way and let me save the timeline for you.
What's up, Roz? Trying to see what I can get done in an hour. Just thought of something. What's that, brother?
Meddling pests.
Predicament.
Almost as annoying as the insufferable Justice Society. No matter, Savage's troops got what they came for. But let it not be said that Perdegaton is
Thunderbug increases resistance. Right. Mm-hmm. Yep.
to keep you company.
Does it does.
Infantry, attack!
Yeah, it does. Right.
Grenadiers, attack! Infantry, attack! Grenadiers, attack! Infantry, attack! Grenadiers, attack!
Got a lot of stuff on me.
Infantry, attack! Grenadiers, attack! Infantry, attack! Grenadiers, attack!
And I'm getting... Just getting bowled over, man. Everything's on me. Woof. Woof.
He didn't return to World War II. Instead, he seems to have gone to a Sentinels of Magic City.
So for offensive mortars, storm, defense, pulsar, and hurricane. It's not a bad idea. Just be worried. Make sure you get enough resources in,
Sentinels of Magic.
like enough to your stats.
We should get there. Wait, what's interesting?
Oh, nothing. So, Degaton is now dabbling in the magical. This is an unwelcome twist, is it not? This is the domain of Dr. Fate. My curiosity is piqued, but I suppose we must stop them.
I, Dr. Fate, shall end you here.
Thunderbug triggering, and I'm going to apply minor mangle with hurricane going.
Insane vandal.
Yeah, it's
Time to find
not a bad idea.
might know what the Degaton is after.
Just remember though, Thunderbug scales max magicka. If you try to make a hurricane stam, you're gonna get not as good results. I tried to do that on a tank, didn't work out so good. Thunderbug didn't, because the scaling. Yeah, I think you're gonna have problems with that setup. because the more magicka you have, the more Thunderbug works. It's more made for like a mag tank, not a hybrid tank. I've already tried it on like a regular tank build. Didn't work out so well. That's why I went with a light armor set. Like I'm not heavy on Thunderbug. I went with the jewelry and I scaled the max magic to get the most out of the effect. There's a reason I went that way. Now, if you're talking about using Thunderbug as a main and with Necropotence, and then using Lightning Form instead, you'd have a whole different beast. Then maybe using something like, you know, your setup. I know that's not going to be very good. I'm telling you, it's not going to be as good as you want it to be. That's the only thing I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to give you my warning. I've already tried it. It didn't pan out as good as I had hoped it to. You only have 2 stam abilities. I'm aware, right? Okay, but what I'm saying is, just keep in mind how it scales. It scales max magicka. That sets a proc scales max magicka. So does the Infernal Guardian. That's what I'm trying to say. Get rid of Hurricane and go with Lightning Presence. You want to go more mag, I think, on that. If you're going to use a set like Thunderbugs, your better bet is to go with the other morph instead of Hurricane, because you're going to be doing lightning damage. You're going to be doing something that scales magicka. Do I need to go back to 32 on magicka? I'd probably go 24 on magicka and some on stam. Stam's not a bad idea for break. But what I'm trying to say, you're putting too many mag sets on something that you're on abilities you're scaling stamina. Hybrid building doesn't work as well as most people think. Keep in mind also, Hurricane gives minor expedition, Lightning Form gives major expedition. So why wouldn't you want to take the major expedition? And if you're going to scale anything with magicka, why? Boundless Storm, right. Yeah, that's what I mean. Take the mag version. You'll get the major expedition instead of minor. Because you got, if you're running 2 mag sets, Thunderbug and Infernal Guardian, why wouldn't, and you're using mag shield, why are you going to take Hurricane over that? Why? You're going to do more damage with the Boundless Storms. Because how they gimp it, and I'm going for efficiency. You can try. That's what I'm saying. You can do what you want to do, Roz. I'm not debating it. Yeah, but what I'm saying, Hurricane and Storm have the same range. Hurricane grows a little bit more in width, but as far as efficiency, there's no difference in efficiency other than the minor expedition, major expedition. And the mag one gives major. That's what I'm trying to say. You've got scaling mag effects. So if I was scaling mag, why wouldn't I want the one that's going to do more damage when they're within proximity? That's my logic behind it. Because if I'm using Infernal Guardian, that's scaling Magicka. If I'm using Thunderbug, that scales Magicka. You see what I'm saying? If I'm using a resistance effect between Hurricane and Boundless Storms, why wouldn't I want Boundless Storms? Because I'm scaling Max Magicka to increase the effects on top of getting Major Expedition.
You're going nowhere, Eclipso. And when we are done with you,
I mean, Hurricane's good for stand build or tank builds that, you know, need to that aren't using a lot of stamina, right? And I see what you're saying in that. But I mean, as far as like the scaling system goes, see, this is the problem why hybrid builds don't work very well in the game, because the way you're using sets, way set stacking works. I have tried. I have said if ZOS would have fixed the scaling system, I would feature hybrid builds every day of the week. I would. But unfortunately, the scaling system doesn't like benefit each other. Unless you're just going straight defensive, where you can be Frost Staff one side, Sword and Board in the other, and you have block elements on both for recovery. But other than that, there's literally no advantage to it. I wish there was. Yeah, that's a mag. That's got a lot of mag potential. Well, I mean both actually. Dark Elves kind of have a good aspect to some stam too. I've seen really good Dark Elf tanks actually. So you can kind of do anything with Dark Elf. You can go. It's not as powerful in stam, but for tank, perfect. It has really good elements to it and tanking elements. Good in mag. Good in cross-play type aspect, what you're trying to do. I think Dark Elf is good for what you're trying to achieve. I'm just thinking, like, you know, if you're taking a look at two scaling effects that are scaling Magicka, you want to kind of, you know what I'm saying, take advantage of it. My build did well with that though. Right, if it's fun, if it works for your playstyle, do it. I'm just telling you the pros and cons of both elements. Because the only difference between Lightning Present and Hurricane is the scaling versus the Major and Minor Expedition. Come on. There we go. Yeah, I'm aware you're a Dark Elf. That's what I said. I said it. That's the advantage you have. You can go those ways. I'm saying that. I agree with you. Oh shoot! I gotta like scrap some stuff. Helly, what's up? Sorry, technical difficulties. I use it for the defensive boost. Ross, I'm aware. You get the same defensive boost. It's the same. Okay? I'm going to read it off to you. All right. Okay, I'm going to read these off to you really quick. Okay? All right. All starts off in lightning form. You get Major Resolve, Major Ward. Okay, Hurricane. Here's the difference. You're going to deal physical damage every second. Right? Grows into 150%. Right? So maximum radius, you get a radius of 5 meters. Okay? While in this form, you get Major Resolve, Major Ward, and Minor Expedition. The Major Resolve, Major Ward increases physical and spell resistance by 5,280 and your movement speed by 10%. So you have that's your buffs. Your max damage is scaled by stamina. Boundless Storm. You're going to do magic damage, shock damage, which scales Magicka. You're still going to get Major Resolve, Major Ward, and you're going to get Major Expedition instead of Minor, which increases it by 30% instead of 10. So you're getting a 30% buff to your movement speed instead of 10, and your resistance is the same. The only difference of it is your damage, which is shock, scales the Magicka instead of the physical. It's the same thing. Your buffs, yeah, it's stream difficulties, right? There was some stream difficulties. So your damage is different based on the scaling. That's what I'm trying to say. You're using two mags scaled sets that scale mag. Why are you going to use Hurricane? Why? What's the justification? It's not the buffs, because your buffs are the same. Your major buffs. The only thing you're losing is Major Expedition for Minor. And you're losing some damage because you'll have more mag in it in your build because of the way the Thunderbug's set. Thunderbug's good, but it's not, you can't hybrid the set. It's not as effective. That's the only thing that sucks. That's the only thing I'm trying to say. I've tried hybrid builds multiple times in hopes to have defense and offensive capabilities. The problem of it is if I need stamina and the way the scaling system works in the game, it's to your disadvantage, is what I'm trying to say. It's the scaling system. It's just the way the scaling system's designed. There's not much you can do. It's just the way it is. It sucks, but you know, hey. I mean, you can do what you want. I'm telling you, do what you want. I'm just giving you a little bit of, insight to that. Plus, my Thunder God is using Boundless Storms. Well, that's fine. You can't use Boundless Storms on something else. You can use the same abilities. It's not a crime. Oh, yes, please. Please, yes. Yes. Raid. Oh.
This is Waller. You are now assigned to the
God dang it.
By now you are intimately aware of our arrangement. Cooperate with the members of the
Hell no.
or I yank the leash connected to that collar.
I'm going to have to come back in here for the first two bosses again. This is bullshit. They're on the last boss, god dang it. Call 'em bullshit. Hate when this shit happens. I mean, you can use it. I mean, I'm not saying whatever. I'm just saying there's pros and cons. Oh, they're only on the second boss. Here's the tank. Let's go. Do we have a healer? 1 second. 1 second.
But not good.
Sorry about that.
Your loved ones will pay for that.
I'm bringing you to justice.
What does? Both of them work the same. One scales magical, one scales stamina. Whatever you want to do, I'm just saying, you know. The only thing you're missing, like if you're going to scale Magicka, I'm just asking, why not get the major expedition buff out of it? I mean, if it's more cost effective to do the stamina, okay. But you're not going to deal as much damage. So if DPS don't range, they can have... Roz, Boundless Storms has the same effect, except Boundless Storms has a chance to stun. That's what I'm trying to say, brother. The only difference is you're getting major expedition with Boundless. You're dealing a little bit more damage because of the max Magicka. Like, you can be a mag tank. You can be mag tanks in the game. You actually don't need stamina at all if you didn't want it. You can go Frost Staff and have a Frost Block build if you wanted to. No, if it works for you, use it. That's what I'm trying to say. If it works for you, use it. Maybe a style. I don't know. Yeah, if it works for you, use it. I'm just saying the difference of it is less damage on Stam, on Hurricane, versus the Boundless, and less of your Expedition buff. You get minor with Hurricane, you get major with Boundless. So that's the difference. Other than that, there is no difference. You know, as far as buffs. Like you were saying, you get the buffs. I'm like, the buffs make... There's no difference for the buffs. None. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Sharpen works on both. You get mag and stam penetrate. You get, get penetration on both. Sharpen works on both mag and stam. If you're running a heavy build, you probably run Sharpen anyways if you're running kind of a hybrid situation. Aw, shit. Wrong button.
So fragile, so combustible. I should thank you, Crypto, for proving that everything I ever believed about your kind was true. Ultraman, Superman, you both act like you're gods, but gods don't bleed.
Kryptonite? You really think you can kill me with kryptonite? Luther, what have you done?
That's impossible. How could I have known? Damn it! Damn it! Damn it!
You ignorant fool. If it's blood you want, then blood you'll get. I will end. Take more than that. I won't fall.
Right. They both, yeah, they both do that. So that's what I'm saying. Only thing I'm saying is you're just getting a little less from Hurricane if you're using 2 mag sets. I tried to use Thunderbug. I'm telling you just from experience. I tried to use Thunderbug in a hybrid build, hoping I get the proc. But I had to scale more Magicka. I could kill people with Thunderbug now. But the way I designed the build was to maximize the scaling efforts. That's what I designed it to do. So what I'm trying to tell you, you can use Thunderbug, you get resistance and stuff, but unfortunately, to get the most out of the set, you have to scale your mag. If you scale the mag, now you have a problem because you're not being really a hybrid build. You're a more mag tank build. And if you do that, what you need to do is become more efficient at your scaling of your abilities that scale Magicka. And Hurricane scales Stamina. Storm Calling, our Boundless Storms, scales Magicka. That's what I'm trying to say, brother. You can use whatever you want.
Maybe this will knock some sense into you. This has gone long enough. Is that all?
Right, but that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter if it's a Hurricane or Boundless Storms. Right. I'm agreeing with everything you're saying, brother. Everything. Except, I'm just telling you the difference between 2 abilities. That's all. And if you're going to use Thunderbug, you really want to maximize that mag potential. Got it.
Your Earth has already
Oh, I don't know.
Group with the others. Rally our forces and come up with a plan of attack.
Not before I find out what those arrogant imps stole from my brain.
Dear God.
What? What is it?
Also replacing Impen with Infuse with triple enchants. Yeah, that's not bad for the big pieces. Even in tanks, I mean, depends how much, it depends. It all depends. Alright. Cool. I gotta get these ultra books. Yeah. It's not, I mean, it's not bad. As long as you resist, as long as you can take hits and you know, take away from the base. Base will affect crit damage regardless, so. I have no idea what that's about. My daughter's like, fuck. I don't want to know. 1 second. Losing Lady Mundus, right. I don't think Blade needs the lady. Yeah. All those things, you know, I mean, it comes down to what you're trying to do. Never mind, she found my daughter. I love my kids. Let's see. All right. All right. Okay, let me sell and repair. Yeah, I'd be a little over. I mean, if you're going to be like a hybrid tank build, but yeah, ideally speaking, right. All right. All right. Don't. I think I need something ribbon time. All right. Now, hold on. Now I forgot to get neck and a weapon. Forgot to do that last time. All right. Making sure we need a hands too. Woof. Hands. All right. Dum 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 dum. Looks good. We're getting up there. We're getting up there. Slowly but surely. Yeah, sure. 194. Ugh. Run. Damn it! Damn it, Jim! I'm gonna stay DPS anyways, so I shouldn't need to troll this.
This is Amanda Waller. You have been recruited for a Suicide Squad mission. You'll be working with members of Task Force X until the operation.
Boy, these guys are gonna be happy to see me.
Is not an option you want to explore.
Trigon's power is returning. Someone is tampering with the spell that is holding him there. You must keep going.
I never run through it like some people do. I was reading up on how people in Japan are marrying holograms that look like this anime girl, and somehow this hologram is a pop star. What? Are you serious? Is that what? For real? That's fucking scary shit. Jeez, Mateesus.
These demons are from Trigon's realm. I'm gonna go tell Wonder Woman. Be careful.
Sin permeates.
That's crazy. I'd never marry something fake. If I can't touch it, fuck that. If I can't, like, fuck interacting, I want real deal. Like, I hate instant coffee. People could say it's made out of real coffee beans. It still doesn't taste like real fucking shit. I want my shit brewed. I don't need any of this fucking shit. Seen it on our review YouTube channel, then went to the link. That's scary shit, dude. That's fucked up. That's lightweight fucked up, Spartacus. That's beyond fucked up. That's crazy fucked up. Actually, that's crazy shit. Yeah, I'm on need on that. Fuck yeah, I am.
Demons are the real deal. Trigon's power must be growing. We don't have a lot of time left. Data suggests you're no match. You can't stop Cersei now. It's too late. Got to stop Trigon. I'll hold these guys off for as long as I can. No time to argue. Go!
About 40% of the populace from the age 1834 are virgins. In Japanese? In Japan? No way those are fucking girls. Well, I mean, that could be their lifestyle. I can't say that. No fucking way. Why can't we have stats like that? I'm actually jealous about that shit. Difficulties again. We got a bunch of hoes in America. A bunch of hoes. Males, females. Everybody's like a bunch of wild rabbits around here.
Once and for all. Father, I will be your vessel.
You'll be lucky if a pencil's a virgin in this game, in our country. A pencil can't even be a virgin. Poor fucking pencil. What did it ever fucking do to anybody? Just sitting there, taking notes and shit. Next thing you know, it gets defiled. Don't need any of this shit. Fuck. We need to hit up Japan and deflower them women right now. I'm a married man, man. I don't think my wife would like that shit, Spartacus, if I tried to go over there like that. There would be a war, but wouldn't be over there. It'd be here in my house. I'd be good. I'd have to, you know, there's not a damn thing I'd do. I'd suffer defeat. Not a lot of people fucking honor fucking what it means to be a relationship like this day. Like I always tell people, man, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Some fucked up shit happened. a long time, all sorts of shit. But I believe in honor, man. I believe in fucking shit like that. I believe in monogamous relationships, man. I believe in that shit. I don't go down like that. I did some weird shit. I'm not saying I haven't, but god dang, I'm telling you, when you get in a relationship, you take that shit serious. Right? You take it serious. Because if you don't, what ends up happening is the other person that you fucked over is going to get with somebody and you're going to regret it. I always tell people that. Don't take your partner for granted. I raise my girls like that. Guy cheats on you, you just say, fuck you. I ain't smiting shit, bitch. By God, I know, Mystic. The girlfriend would kill me. Right, absolutely. You gotta take that shit serious. Always. I'm telling you, man. I told my wife, I'm like, man, you fuck some other dude, it's over. It's over. Bad shit's gonna happen. Bad shit. I'll make Lorena Bobbitt look like a fucking, you know, a monk. The shit I'll do. I'm tired of it. Tired of society. Some bullshit. Problem, you know, if people would start getting, could you imagine if we passed a law where adultery would end your ass in jail? How many people would stop fucking putting their dicks and other strange shit, and how many times women would actually be loyal to their men? Do you know if we made adultery criminal, where you would spend time in a prison, how many people would decide not to get married and not to fucking take their vows for granted? I told my wife, if she ended up paraplegic, I would not dick another chick. Never would happen. Why? Because I honor that shit, man. You honor that. I believe that. People fuck up. People make mistakes. Hey, me and my wife, we had problems before. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to tell you the details of anything. We had problems before. I'll tell you what. We had to learn things the hard way. You don't take people for granted. You don't take your relationships for granted. In either or situation. You know? There's always two sides to a story. But at the end of the day, man, you don't make mistakes and think there's no repercussions for that shit. You always, and these people fucking doing stupid shit? What the fuck is that? Just don't do it, man. Love the people you're with. I'll tell you what. If people would actually give a lot more love instead of loving themselves, we'd be all right. Relationships would be all right. Problem of it is people stop actually loving their partner, man. And sometimes I always wonder that. I always ask my you know, is there something you need? You give them compliments. You listen when they talk. If there's something that's on their mind, you reciprocate that, right? I mean, you have to give it, man. Shit's earned.
Charge the victory stone enough to start a war. Have Have fun dealing with Trigon.
Have fun.
Quickly, you've got to raise the barrier back up.
No.
That should keep him secure for now. Your bravery continues to impress. You fought a great battle and prevented the suffering of millions of innocent people.
No! How dare I?
Don't worry too much about Circe. She won't keep her plans secret for long.
Well, we got him a lot of feats, man. I forget what feats I need for this, too. Damn it. Okay, hold on. Sons of Trigon. Let's go here, find out. There was something I needed in here. Something stupid, too. Right here. This is it. Multitude of sins. I gotta, like, defeat these guys like a shitload. So I gotta keep doing this fucking one until I get like 17 of those little bastards. It has to be certain combos. Throne of the Dead? Sure, why not? Got a couple minutes left. We'll see if we can make a quick run.
In the name of Gaia, this is Waller.
Oh no.
Now assigned to the Suicide Squad. By now you are intimately aware of our arrangement. Cooperate with the members of Task Force X, or I
Oh, I'm here in time.
to that collar.
Feel the thirst for war. Again. I will deliver you to Hades himself.
Time to finish this.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Fucking idiot.
Laughable. Ah!
You're...
Strike me. Feel the thirst for war.
The essence is dead, supposedly. Okay. Good job. Good job. My build is about tanking and dealing damage from multiple sources, including physical. Roz, it's not going to work. It's a hybrid type situation, scaling in the game. You're using Thunderbug. If I'm trying to help you. I've tried hybrid. And you're not going to kill a lot of things, man. You're just not. Because it's the stupid scaling system. It just sucks. I've tried 1,000 times. Get essence away from Ares. Physical, yeah, frost you're good. Flame you're good. Shock you're good. Physical you're not. Bros, I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to help you, brother. The physical, listen, you can't. Thunderbug scales Magicka. Your frost scales Magicka. Your flame scales Magicka. Your shock scales Magicka. Your physicals. Okay, right. But what I'm trying to, that's what I'm trying to say. Hurricane, listen, Spartacus. You explain the difference between hurricane and boundless storms. You know? Okay. I'm just saying the physical damage sucks. I wish, I've tried hybrid building for friggin' years. Like last 2 years. Tried it. I've tried. Multitude. I'm not going to kill a lot. Right. As long as you're aware of that, I wouldn't use Thunderbug if you're not planning on killing. Thunderbug for me is a killing measure. They get on top. If a blade gets on top of me while they're procced, and they get on top of me and hit me with the melee, and the proc hits them, and my Haunting Curse blows, they die. That's why I have it. That's why I use Thunderbug. So I can, you know, survive the initial. If you're going to a hybrid, use, yeah, that's a good set. I would use that set over Thunderbug. This DPS. Morons.
You'll regret that.
Noobs.
Hera, protect me.
Get me out of here. Right. But that's what I'm saying. Don't use, listen, if you're not going to kill, don't use Thunderbugs. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, listen. Thunderbug is a killing, like a reactive set, right? They come in, they don't know you have it, right? They don't know you have Thunderbugs on. That's the beauty of Thunderbugs. Thunderbug is like basically saying, come on in. Nothing's going to happen if you're on top of the Magicka user. It's a lure. It's a bait. You're baiting them with Thunderbug. You're telling the stam blades, come on in and hit me. And all of a sudden they come on in, they hit you, and then all of a sudden you get 2 proc effects. Boom, and Thunderbug blows, and it procs implosion, and then they just die. So then they're like, what the fuck just killed me? And then they look at their recap and it's Thunderbug. And they don't even know what the fuck killed them. They don't fucking know. They're just sitting there like dumbfounded thinking they were going to kill you. That's what Thunderbug is, more or less. Thunderbug works good in PvE as like this stuff. More of assisted kills. Right. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I mean, but I'm just saying, like, if you're using Thunderbug, it pays to scale Magicka. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. So, like, I was going to build, like, a sticker, DK build, like a Mag DK tank build. And it was going to be like a Stickum build. So, basically, the whole idea was to use, like, you know, my claws, you know, the Burning Talons, and then on top of it using Frost Staff. And then just basically rooting them and then using another set while they're in that vicinity dealing damage. Hybrids or PvP builds will not work on a PvE tune, right? Then I have 4K in the physical and spell resistance or spell penetration. Yeah. I mean, the thing about it is, like, you can play how, if whatever you want to do, do it. You know I encourage that. You know I do. But, like, when anybody's ever asked me, like, why can you make a hybrid build? I'm like, for what? And they're like, PvP. And I'm like, no. I mean, I don't. I mean, you could go for it, but I don't. And PvP or PvE, no, I don't. I've tried. I have tried. I'm a slave to the numbers. Okay? I always reference this. I am a slave to numbers. There's not a goddamn thing I can do about it either. Pisses me off, believe you and me. Because I can't help it. You know, I'm a slave to it. If I see something and I know I'm not getting maximum capability or what I'm trying to do to achieve the maximum result, I bail it. I bounce it. I'm like, fuck this. I've tried. I've squeezed numbers left and right. But it's never made a I guess a very, very good lasting impression, enough to make me abandon it and say, oh, hey, you know what? This is good. This is great. And it's like, it's okay. Thunderbug works on a Sork tank. It is a tank exact. Right. That's what I'm saying. He wanted to use Hurricane with it. And I told him to use the Storm one. Because he's got Magicka scale. And he'll get Major Expedition. Yeah, he's Dark Elf. So he can make a tank. That's why I told it. Dark Elf's good. It'll have this. But he's using Hurricane. I said, why use Hurricane? You might as well use Boundless Storm. Because you're using Infernal Guardian and you're using Thunderbug. If you're using those two sets, you might as well scale Max Magicka instead of like you trying to justify a stamina ability. That's what I was saying. Because the resistance is still there between the two. The only difference is the Boundless Storms will deal more damage because he's scaling Magicka because of Thunderbug and Infernal Guardian. Because the hybrid shit in that essence doesn't work. It's just like it doesn't. It's almost like it's not as, you know, it doesn't work as well. So, I mean, I wish it did. Every day of the week. What I think they should do is had it like a percentage of your stamina scales towards Magicka abilities. I would like it if they scaled evenly. Doesn't matter if you have stamina or Magicka. Portion of it all scales towards max. And you could see awesome combos like a 2H and a staff. A 2H and resto. That would be really prominent. Or, you know, I mean, you know, Inferno staff and dual wield. You know what I'm saying? Like with stamina abilities, I'm talking. Not just the 5%. I'm talking the stamina abilities. Or having finishers that aren't gimped. I would love to see that shit. Anyways, guys, I got to get going. I got to go pick up the kids. Anyways, thanks, Roz. I like the build idea. I do. And I'm not saying I don't. I love the build idea. I just think, in my opinion, I just think Boundless Storm would be better. But if Hurricane works for you, you look at it. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Right, absolutely. But I don't use Hurricane. I use Boundless Storm, right. But it's the same idea, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. If I build a PvE build, it's not meant for PvP. If it's a PvP build I'm building, I want to try to maximize as much as I can depending on how I'm scaling it. Like, that's another thing. Like, if I'm using tank, it's like, okay, how do I reduce the cost effective. And that's why I said Hurricane would be good if you need to reduce how much magicka you're spending. That's what I was pointing out. Yeah, right. Exactly. You run Netch's Touch and Thunderbug. Right. And that's what I was saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. You have to understand just how a scaling system works, how you're trying to reserve. But anyways, man, yeah, I'm going to let you guys go. I do want to thank you guys for watching. Once again, thank you guys for stopping in. I appreciate it. And as always, have a nice day.